All right, I think we're live now. So,
Hot darn.
hot darn. So, for background for anybody who's watching this, either now or later, me and Jacob, or I picked up this set of Armiger Warglaives, and it comes in a set of 2. So last time Jacob visited me, I gave him one, and we're gonna just paint them together.
I want to throw a correction in there. You gave this to me like 3 visits ago, and it just sat on my back.
I've started mine, but
yeah. You've
I'm
got
not the craziest. I'm not the craziest about the color, so I'm gonna redo all the colored stuff, and then I'm gonna go in and pick out details and stuff on the frame. But that's all been base coated, and it's ready for like washes and other stuff.
I have just started. I decided just for fun, I'm going to hand paint the entire thing, no airbrush. Just because I'm trying to improve on my hand brush skilling. Since airbrush,
it's cheating.
Yeah, exactly. It's cheating. It's not fair. So, and I'm also using my headset this time, so not using my big mic.
That's why you sound different.
Yeah. Is it bad? I can switch over, but
no, it's not bad. It's just you don't sound like I'm used to hearing you.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just thought it would be easier because then no matter where I move, the mic's like at the right level. It's kind of hard when you're bobbing your head around.
Yeah.
So should we tell everyone just embarrassing stories about you?
No, that's okay.
Like how you're a peeping Tom?
Am I now? I wasn't.
Yeah, dude. You don't remember walking in on me in the bathroom?
That is not entirely how that happened.
You walked in on me trying to peek at my gonads. I remember. And I said, "Get out, you pervert." And you said, "I'm sorry." And you shut the door. Man, I gotta say, this is actually kind of tedious because I'm painting like the darkest metal I have on black. Like, I keep looking around being like, did I get that spot?
Yeah, that's why I base coated the whole thing with the airbrush first, is because I knew that like a lot of this was going to be metal, so I'd just be able to come in and pick out everything I didn't want to be that tone later. But I had a good starting point, and I knew everything would be covered and even.
I don't know. I wanted to do metal, but I really like this lead belcher, and I wanted to use that as my base coat. And I was like, I can run it through my airbrush, but it just seemed like a cool opportunity to.
Well, no, I mean it's good practice. Painting metal can be a little tricky.
Really, I think the hardest is white, man. I can't paint white for anything.
White is really tough. That's just a matter of like you have to be really diligent and really patient. You have to start from like a tan and build up to the white, and then even after you get to white, you have to do multiple coats to get it nice and even.
Yeah, it's just such a thick pigment. It just doesn't ever feel like it's spreading well.
Yeah. I finally come to grips with painting yellow, so that's good.
Is that yellow? Is there? That's orange.
No, that's just the canopy. I'm not sure what color I'm going to paint the canopy on this yet. I'm painting like a teal right now.
I believe it is pronounced canopy.
Is it?
Yeah. Go ahead and say that.
That's okay. I'll let you live with that one.
Canopy. So I'll tell you a fun piece of news that I found that I thought was kind of entertaining. In Tempe, Arizona, which is like the outskirts cities of Phoenix, the police decided to arrest a man for graffiti because he kept writing the words "penis man" around the city. Not drawing anything, like no pictures, just the words "penis man."
I mean, it's still graffiti, but
okay. So they went to arrest him. They handled it by 25 SWAT officers storming his apartment at gunpoint.
Oh. Okay. It must have been a slow day at the office.
Like, doesn't that just sound like a tad overkill?
It's more than a tad. We just had a really interesting arrest happen near me.
Oh yeah, what'd you got?
An 11-year-old who apparently had a felony out for them.
11-year-old with a felony?
Yes. Just recently, like this week, hijacked an automobile, drove out to the highway, caused a 6-car accident,
What?
left that accident, and then rear-ended a police officer, fled from that accident, and then was arrested like a half hour later.
That is
an 11-year-old.
Oh, man. You know what sucks for him? He probably thought he was being cool or something, like what he saw somewhere, but that's going to ruin him for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Like, the U.S. judicial system, like, it treats you as if, like, oh, you served your time, you're good, but the actual, like, society does not. Like,
oh, no. That's what he will be remembered for forever.
Right. Yeah. Like, no matter what job you get, they're going to look and they're going to see that felony and they're just going to go, yoink, we will back up. That sucks for him, man.
Yep.
He's going to regret that every day for the next fucking 60 years. Oh, I am an idiot. I forgot a cup of water. BRB.
Yep. Yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you? I can't fix this.
Well, my headset works all the way in the other room. This is whack.
Whack. I feel like that's the opposite of whack.
I'm like in the whole other room. Man, I look like a nerd right now, though. My glasses on and a headset.
I hope the neighbors aren't watching.
And neighbors? Dude, if you saw where I live, you'd be like, oh.
You do live out in the boonies, don't you?
I have no neighbors. Yeah. Yeah, neighbors isn't a concern of mine.
Oh, there's worse things in the world to not have.
Oh, yeah, I'm not complaining. Calling you the man himself, if he only knew. The true Justin.
True Justin. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, you know what it means.
I'm really not sure. So when are you gonna start building Gundams again? Or are you done with that chapter?
No, I'm not done. I'm about halfway done through building the Master Grade Barbados. Yeah.
I heard it's good.
I'm iffy on it, to be honest.
I heard it's different.
It is extremely different, which I am not complaining. Like, it's about time, right?
Yeah.
Like when you build non-Gundams and go back to Gundams, you're like, wow, these are all the same. Hey, I want. Aubrey, what are you doing?
I know she disappeared. I heard her for a second, and then she's gone.
The ghost. Yeah. I definitely plan on going back to it.
Bread. Can you what?
Could I have bread?
Bread?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll get you some. So you're saying what?
Yeah, I definitely plan on going back to building Gundams. I didn't mean to take as long as a break as I have, I guess. Well, I mean, I just finished that new not too long ago.
That's been over.
It's not been a year.
I haven't
finished that in it's maybe 6 months.
Yeah, it's been a long enough time. It's been a little while.
But yeah, I didn't mean to take this long a break. I don't know. Minis are really fun, and they feel quicker because, no moving parts. You don't really have to modify or break anything. Pretty much all the minis I've done don't even have seam lines, so
yeah,
it's just the painting aspect. So that's really nice.
Yeah, it's one thing I do like about minis. That and the fact that like you can start a mini. If you really sit down and do it, you can finish it by the end of the night usually.
Yeah, you
unless
can
you're
just
going like crazy on it. But
you just
and
haul
then
ass.
like when you're done with it, you can use it for something. That's my favorite thing. Is that like it's not
Oh,
something
see-
I paint that goes into a case and I just look at it occasionally.
But like I had a lot of fun with that Vornash, and I felt like I get a little more creative because they're such small projects. Like taking creative
Yeah.
liberty doesn't risk completely destroying the project and having to like start from scratch. Like we all, let's be real, we all have Gundams that we're like, I'm gonna do this thing with, and then it didn't turn out well, and now it sits in a pile to forever be forgotten.
Well, I definitely have stuff that I've hit roadblocks on and just not really gone back to.
Yeah, I've got
But
stuff that I've just straight up ruined.
I don't think I've full on ruined anything, but that's also because I try not to adopt that mentality that something can be ruined if I paint it wrong or something.
Well, I fully embrace that mentality.
I remember when I built my my RX-78 Revive, I wanted to put an LED in the head, and I had wired all the LED up and everything like that, and I put it inside the head, and then I got down to the chest, and I was like, where the hell am I going to put this battery? And I just started cutting. Like, as soon as you realize that it's just plastic, like, a lot of that fear and stuff just kind of melts away. And as soon as I kind of came to terms with the fact that it's just plastic, I cut and cut and cut and cut, and I shoved an LED in there, and I managed to get everything where it was supposed to be, and I didn't ruin anything or didn't break anything to the point where I couldn't put it together when I was done. I think it's more like just being aware of what you're doing will definitely help with that. But, again, even if I had ruined it, I'm sure that I could have at least rigged things up to the point where I could still put it back together. Hey, what's going on?
Man, you people go like all out with your names. Like I picked like the first dumb thing I could think of, and I've just been embracing that for a decade.
It happens.
Oh my god, you want to know one that's really funny?
What?
So, due to my recent life changes and stuff, I had to make a whole new PlayStation 4 account,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I'm gonna change my my name, and it's like, okay, or I had to create a new one. I wasn't gonna change the old one. I kind of just lost that, but I was like, I'm gonna create a new one. So I put in my email address, and it's like that's already in use. So I was like, it is. So I was like, who's using it? Apparently, back in like 2009 or some crap, like long time ago, I created a PlayStation account for I think my PS2. I don't even know. Anyway, I used the name Weeaboo for Life,
Wow.
which is like ultra cringe right now. I thought it was, I was trying to be intentionally funny, and I guess my humor hasn't changed a whole lot.
That's pretty funny.
But I just switched everything over to Cupcakemecha, so it was like useful all the time. Like that way I just had to remember one thing. Because like when I had it at Jolly Crow, it was like, well, it's Jolly Crow on this, and on this it's Jolly Crows, and on this it's Jolly Crow with a zero. Like it was just too much.
Yeah.
They were all a little bit different from each other because it wasn't a super original name. So Cupcakemecha it is.
I need to change my PSN over.
Yeah.
I kind of was hesitant to do it just because I know it messes up some of your saves and stuff like that.
Hey,
but the list of what gets screwed up is pretty like I think there's like 2 games on the whole list that I own.
Honest, like don't feel obligated. But I'm kind of decluttering a little bit, and I have Watch Dogs 2 for the Xbox.
Okay.
I'm done with it. But I don't really feel like giving it back to GameStop because they're only going to offer me like 70 cents for it. Do you want it?
I mean, I'll try it. I played a little bit of the first one. It was all right.
I mean, if you don't care, like you don't want it, it's fine. Like don't.
No, I mean,
like I'll take it, but
I'll try it because I heard that.
Not a big fan of GameStop, and I don't really want to give them my whole 70 cents. Fuck them.
I feel you on that one. That's something I actively try to avoid doing if I can help it.
Yeah, and I really don't want to dick with people on like Facebook Marketplace or anything. So I was like, if I could just.
As much as you love Facebook Marketplace, I think.
Oh, I love Facebook Marketplace. It mends my soul. Just a bunch of mangoes in a suitcase.
2 dirty socks.
Yeah, pair of used socks from a profile that has a girl's picture but is named like Samuel.
These are interesting times we live in.
I always thought about that. Find somebody you know that doesn't have a Facebook. Get their pictures from like their Instagram or something, and then just start like selling stuff. I guess that's super messed up, but
that's kind of a funny story. Thomas refused for years to get a Facebook. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Oh,
bad dad
you
of the
messed
year.
up. You're gonna lose that #1 mom cup.
I know. Well, that's already broken. So.
Well, I'm not surprised. You do have a kid. I did a while in rehab for alcoholism. Been watching your videos, getting into the hobby really helped change my life. Just want to say, love you again, man. Got to get back to work. So I'm sure that's for Justin, but that's super awesome. I have some family and friends that have had to go to rehab, and being able to invest yourself in a hobby and kind of help yourself grow is a really good way to move forward and kind of find some inner peace with yourself. I know I started getting back into my hobby really hard recently, and I think it's done a lot of good for me.
Wow, man, that's crazy. Thank you for that. I'm glad I could, I guess help push you in the right direction. So
fight me outside right now in the parking lot.
In the parking lot
of McDonald's. I'm out there.
Oh, dope.
Waiting for you.
I didn't know you were in town.
Yeah, I'm always in town, dude.
So Thomas, years ago, wanted nothing to do with Facebook. He was like, I don't want one. I don't want an account. He's like, I'm not going to use it. All this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Richard and Greg were like, if you don't make a Facebook, we're going to just take a bunch of pictures of you we have, and we're going to make you a Facebook. And we're going to put whatever we want on it. So he caved and he made a Facebook. So it's kind of in the same vein of what you were talking about.
Does he have two?
No. He did it before. Like he made it like
he buckled down before you guys pulled it off.
Yeah.
I don't get on people for not having one. Like I have a lot of friends.
No, this was like in the boom of like, social media being like a big thing. And we were like,
now I don't get on anybody for not having a Facebook. They've made some pretty poor choices.
You're probably better off. That's why I just.
Although I feel like all big companies have transitioned to this point where they're kind of screwing themselves over.
It's a thing that I kind of understand. Like I get it. At this point, you're a business, and you have to make money, and you have to do things. It's not.
Yeah, but man, none of them are hurting for money. You know what I mean?
They're not. But the problem there is like they always want more.
That's the thing.
They're always chasing the dollar. They want to be the first one to do all the next big thing, or they want to have all the features. And like I kind of get that. It's like an arms race to see who can do it all and who does it the best. And
right.
But I feel like, especially with Facebook, they've fallen so far into that like mentality that like, hey, we need to make as much money as possible. We need to profit off of this. That like they hurt like pages and stuff like that. And like I won't post anything on my Justinius Builds Facebook page anymore because it's like I have I think 5,000, 3 or 4,000 people that follow me on there.
And it says like 30 see it.
Like yeah, like 100 might see it on a, like if I post like optimally.
Right.
And then it's like if you give us $26, we'll boost your reach by like 2,000 people. And I'm like, but that's not even my entire audience.
Yeah, why don't you just let the people
like,
who follow me see my stuff?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have to pay to have my own fans see my stuff. Yeah, and I mean Instagram's gotten really bad about that too with their algorithms and stuff. Well, they're like, oh, they'll find it if they scroll down. I'm like, yeah, except for the fact there's an ad every third image. So
yeah,
people don't scroll down anymore. That's why everyone just does stories.
Yeah, you get buried with the algorithm if you don't have if you didn't have a following at all before ultimately, that change took over, you really got fucked.
I think that's why TikTok blew up. The only reason it got so big now, like so quickly, is because you can still get your name out of there just based off content alone. Like,
well, I think TikTok
at the moment
also
it's not
blew
saturated
up because
it's Vine.
Because Vine died. It just it filled that void that people want.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why it took so long. I mean, when Twitter bought Vine and shut it down, you think somebody else would have just came out with Vine 2.0 and.
Well, apparently Vine 2.0 just launched, or like the spiritual successor to Vine. And I'm like, but TikTok's a thing. Like, why would anybody jump that ship knowing that that's where all the content creators are? Like, unless you're being paid by this company, you're going to stay on TikTok.
Yeah, you're going to go wherever there's the biggest fish or wherever your biggest market is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you got 30,000 followers on TikTok. You're not going to just start a whole new thing.
No. So I don't know.
But I think that's the reason why TikTok's big right now is because there's not like a whole lot of money in it. When all the ads and shit start flooding it and you have to pay to have your videos even show up.
Give it time.
Right now it's just all you got to be is young, pretty.
A lawless wasteland. Oh
my god, isn't it? That's how it should be, man. I feel like that's how the internet was made to be. Just chaos.
That's a little too much chaos for me.
Bring back the Angel Fire days, man, where you just find random pages.
I respect it, but I'm not sure I'm comfortable living in it. So what are you doing with your Warglaive? What's the move? What's the color scheme?
I'm still painting him all silver. It's gonna take me 6 years.
All silver.
Well, I got to do the armor. I'm gonna do the armor and lead belt, and Iron Warriors, and then I'm gonna go across gently with lead belchers on highlights and do a non-oil for the wash for the armor. I was thinking about doing it like Halo-esque colors, like what is it, UASC? If I said that wrong, I apologize. Is it UNSC? I don't remember. I was thinking about doing it green with white stripes, like
cool.
Like the later versions of the Warthog and stuff. Not like Halo. Like I love Halo 1, not bashing it, but everything was just all green. Talking about the later,
like that weird metallic green.
Yeah, I'm talking about just adding some flair and fluff onto it.
Okay.
Because I kind of want it to be militaristic, but I also feel like every project I do ends up being green. So I don't know, Matt. I don't know.
I'm painting this to match my my Scion's forces.
And I thought about that too. I thought about doing it whatever color scheme you do yours so that it would blend back into your army when I'm done.
What are you talking about? You're keeping that.
I don't need to keep it.
Yeah, you're gonna keep that.
No, I was painting it for you, dude.
Nah.
I don't even think this goes with my Space Wolves.
You can incorporate it into any like Marines army as long. We'll talk about building armies later, but like my loyalist army, which is my secondary army, is going to have like 3 different kinds of units in it, just because I'm building stuff that I think looks cool rather than like trying to make a functional thing. So like as long as everything in your army shares the same keyword on the data sheet, you can use it. So anything that has Imperium, I can use, and I'm pretty sure these guys share the Imperium keyword.
So, the one thing I wanted to get kind of creative with this, the base is pretty big and obviously plain. I was thinking about making him like trudging through like thick mud, like thick mud, like actually using some of the water effects.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even like mud as much as, you know what I mean? Like almost like a submerged, like a beginning of a lake or something.
Yeah, that'd be
Just
cool.
like, yeah, it would give it a lot of texture. And I could also then take his legs and push it into the mold to give footprints, like where he's trudged like 2 steps behind.
Yeah, and then you can like fill them with a little bit, so it's like that water that sits at the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah, exactly. Like like swamplands.
Well, I don't know if how well you can see it, but I modified the pose on mine because I wanted him to look like he was running.
Can you bring it a little closer? Streamlabs has like a lot of blank space on the screen, so it's kind of obnoxious.
Hold on, I'll set myself to present. So like I clipped all the cube things off.
Oh, I know what you did, and then you glued it in there.
Yeah, I wanted it and I glued it. So he looks like he's running. So like if I mount him to my table like right now, he's kind of like leaning forward a little bit. He's like in
Where
motion.
are you? Are you in your hobby room?
No, I'm in the kitchen.
Oh. Oh, that's your laptop. Gotcha.
Yeah. So the plan right now is block in like my base colors. So the canopy is going to be orange. I'm going to do one of the pauldrons half in orange, and then I'm going to do one of the leg plates in orange. I think I might do like a chevron on it, the warning stripes. And then I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I want to do like a bronze or go with like a really dark metallic trim.
Okay. Hey, have you put any thought about the Cherry Blossom Festival?
Shit, I keep forgetting to ask Summer about that. I'm going to text her about that right now while I'm thinking of it.
Okay. I think she'd be super into it because every time I'm down there, she mentions DC.
Well,
and
she's big in the city, so
yeah.
Let me get this paint on here and I'm going to text her.
I don't really have anyone to take this year, and it's one of my favorite events to go to. So I just thought it would be a really cool opportunity for your girls.
Oh yeah,
your daughters. Come on, you old man. I have to keep cleaning off my brush. This metal dries so fast it ends up like hardening up the bristles. You know what I need? I need a brush cleaner. That's what I need. Ugh, these brushes are so stiff.
You should definitely invest in that.
Well, I've just been using water, and I think it's no longer doing the trick. So there's a hobby store where I live that I want to take you to. Dude, they have a ton of brushes. Like, so here's one of them. Guess how much this brush is? It's like $1.70.
My mom got me these for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like a set. I haven't even taken them out yet. But it's like a whole set of brushes.
Well, I like these because they're like $1.70. So like when they start to fray, just throw it away and grab a new one instead of like the Warhammer ones are what, like
see, GW tools are expensive. That's the only GW tool that is worth its cost is the mold line remover, and it's, I mean, in part because it's just a giant solid block of metal.
Mold line remover. I really like the these guys. These are pretty cool.
Oh, those are nice too.
I have both.
That's not something that they created. I think that's something that someone else made and they just bought the license to.
So yeah, so this one's for like the big guys. This one's for the big boys.
I've got two.
This one's for little boys.
Yeah, I have two smaller ones.
I used it for the tail end of my lizard man. Oh, I should put him down here just so people can stare at him. Let me go grab him. See if my headset can go that far. Yeah, in hindsight, I should have used a different blue for the shading on his body. It's a little bright, but other than that, I really like him. I like the way he turned out. Boop.
Yeah, I think he looks pretty good.
Yeah, I like him a lot, and I like his blue-purple skin. I think it adds a lot of complexity.
Did I show you my what is it? Blackstone Fortress minis that I like quick painted?
Sorry. No. I have no idea. Wait, Blackstone Fortress. You're gonna show me, and I'm gonna say yes, but for the moment, I literally don't know.
I'm sure you've seen the post. I don't think I've shown you like anything up close.
Maybe. I keep an eye on your posts. Otherwise, who's gonna comment the word Gundam on them?
It's true. Oh, I think
you know what? Nobody has called me out on that yet, which is honestly kind of upsetting.
I just kind of ignore it.
I know you do, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
I know you are.
I don't need your validation.
Good.
To keep me from just typing the word Gundam. By the way, anybody listening, on all of Justin's posts, just put the word Gundam. It can be an exclamation mark. It can be a question mark. It doesn't really matter. Just the word Gundam. Because it's funny. Because it doesn't add anything to the conversation. It's not input or a compliment or anything. It is just the word Gundam. It is a notification that pops up on his phone that he has to check and then roll his eyes.
This is facts.
And for every person who does it, I will then private message you his personal address.
Please don't do that.
You can just visit him. Surprise. I'm your biggest fan that you didn't request. Dude, speaking of fans, I told you earlier, but I'll tell these guys because I thought it was funny. I got a Facebook friend request from the lady who owns my local Chinese restaurant. So I'm going to try and become her best friend so I can get free egg rolls for life. Although I must say that she's also friends with 1,200 other people in town. So I don't think I'm special. I think she's just adding everybody to try and get them to shop at her restaurant more. But it's still funny to me.
That guerrilla marketing.
Dude, whatever works. Oh, speaking of guerrilla marketing, so and not trying to rub it in or anything, because honestly, I wish I could bring you with me. But the last my 2 times I went to Japan, my favorite thing about them. Thank you, Joey. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are a godsend, and you are like a brother to me.
Oh no, Joe, don't listen to him, man. Don't enable him in his nonsense.
All right, give me 1 second. I got to pull up Google Maps because I don't actually remember his address off the top of my head. It is 600E. No, it's not. I forget completely what I was going to say. It must have not been important.
Wow, a letdown.
Dude, you know I'm a scatterbrain. I can't fucking concentrate.
Something about being in Japan.
Oh, so my favorite thing there was go-go curry or cocoa curry. Either one. They're both really good. It's just a curry place. It's like fried pork and rice and curry sauce, and then you can put mozzarella cheese in it to make it like the best fucking food in the universe. So good, right? Okay. Well, I found out they actually have them in the U.S., but they're only in New York City. Like, there's 3 in New York. Well, I'd rather be in California. My other BFF, my video game BFF, Jordan, lives in LA, so I could visit him and eat it. So anyway, I want to go to New York Comic-Con, and I think me and a coworker are going to go together, and he said that he's willing to try go-go curry with me. So
you have to tell somebody, you have to work somebody up to try curry.
Well, he's going to New York Comic-Con with me, so I don't want to just abandon him. So I'd like him to go with me. I don't know. I don't like to make people do stuff like. I like people's consent, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't like to be like, we're doing this, whether you like to or not. It's kind of a dick move.
That's fair.
That's like the reason why I don't like doing group stuff is because like, well, you're like, I want to do these things, and that one person's like, nope, we're gonna go to this store. Then that's where we all go. So I like to have some mutual consent. Man, look at this brush. It is like not doing good.
I forgot I sent you those MSIA figures.
You didn't
Joe?
send me shit. I don't remember last time you sent me something.
I believe I have, though.
Probably because we just drive and always give each other stuff when we visit.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I have something I was going to give you, and I don't remember what it was. I need to set it aside so I don't forget. I was like, I'm going to give this to Justin.
You give me too much stuff.
Not really. You give me way more stuff. Do you know how many models I have because of your ass? The thing I'm painting now, since I have a cordless headset, I'm going to walk through my hobby room. Warhammer minis. I have about 20 of the Space Wolves and Space Marines that you gave me.
Okay.
I have a couple paints. I have a ton of optional parts. I have guns and shields and knives that you gave me. I have this, the Lunar Diver Stingray Maquet kit. You gave me that.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, me too. It's just sitting in my closet, my stack of things that I haven't done yet. Oh my god, my cat has torn up my closet. There's like styrofoam peanuts everywhere. That motherfucker. The Castria. I mean, you practically gave me that because you sold it to me so cheap.
It was retail.
I always told myself, if I decide that I'm not going to do Gundams anymore, I'm just going to give it to you back.
I'm actually thinking of buying one off of a friend.
So the when I wanted that, and when you offered the price, my coworker best friend, he just got like a big medical settlement, so he gave me the money to buy it from you.
Yeah, you told me about that.
And now he passed away, which makes me really not want to give it away. But at the same time, I don't want to collect dust forever, so I need to eventually do it.
You do need to do it.
You hate group things because you hate people. So this is a weird thing about me. I love people. Like, I genuinely love people.
I'm not a
I
big
just
people person.
get a lot of anxiety around people, so I avoid them. But like, I love hanging out with people. Like, I'm always happier when I have someone at my house. I just don't like groups of people because then it's like a contest on who can be the loudest.
Yeah, that's a thing. All right. So now I'm just going to come in here and get rid of some of this neon on this orange.
What? Okay, this is an odd account.
What?
I'm gonna share it to you. It's on Instagram. Somebody made a Kobe Bryant Gundam commemoration poster.
Is that the one with the that weird seed Gundam with the crazy backpack? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. It's such a bizarre like collab. Like,
Of
I don't think Kobe
all-
ever showed any interest in Gundam.
It's just people sharing their love with, that's them showing their, I guess, support.
You know what's really shady about them?
What?
Like, the second he died, Nike is like, we're gonna make a commemorative shoe for him.
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
because they want to capitalize on.
yeah, exactly. It's like, that's
super shitty. But it comes back to corporations, man. They want more and more and more. They don't care about the person and what they stood for. They're interested in making money off of that person's image, and that shoe's going to become limited, and then in 5 or 6 years, the anniversary will come around, and they'll sell it again, and the cycle will continue.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. That's like such a terrible way to handle it. It's such obviously like just a cash grab, you know?
Yeah, but people are going to buy it because, you know, regardless how you feel about the man, he was obviously a very talented athlete.
Yeah.
And he definitely inspired a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Well, no, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, obviously it's a cash grab, but you can also see why people would fall into that. Hopefully, at the very least, Nike is giving a portion of those proceeds to some sort of foundation in his name or to the victims of the accident. I don't imagine that's going to happen, but in a perfect world.
Yeah, because there were a lot of other victims.
Yeah, I think it was like 9 people.
Jishon F said that fine build nights are good for social interactions. So there's actually a build night in Ashburn that I went to sometimes. That's where the one group that we met at IPMS, that's where they do their build night.
Yeah. I think I was gonna say I think she's local.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're all there, like that whole group. So I went there quite a bit. I stopped going because the road to get there is under construction and it's just literally shut down now. And it's like it takes me like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to get there. So it's just way too out of the way at this point.
All right, so I'm not feeling this orange.
And it's supposed to be shut down for like another 2 months. So but yeah, I like build nights. I like being social to an extent. I really honestly prefer one-on-one stuff, but I feel like that's so hard to do because everybody wants to do big group things. And
I'm still trying to put a local build group together.
I just feel like you should do it at the hobby shop. Just ask them for like one day where you can build.
Oh, well, they said I could do it. It's just a matter of finding people to come to it. We went to Ocean City when we took Aubrey to go mini golfing, and I randomly walked into their GameStop, and the two guys behind the counter were just like randomly talking about Gundam. So,
and you like cracked your knuckles and was like, "Oh well, actually."
Well, no, I didn't.
Push your glasses up closer to your bridge of your nose.
But we chatted a little bit, and it turns out we have a couple mutual friends who build Gundam, so we just knew each other vaguely in passing, but we'd never met. So you
guys
are going to try and put something together and see if we can.
That would be cool, man.
Get a little group together. Because I think we now officially know just about everybody on the shore who builds. So,
fun fact for you guys, you probably don't know this. When Justin eats, he actually tucks his napkin into his shirt and then tucks that into his pants. So, what? Yeah, he's about as nerdy as they come.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Just calling you out.
Whether it's factual or not, I'll let that, remain unanswered.
I'm just saying. I've seen it. And when he sleeps, he doesn't suck his thumb. He sucks his toes.
I would be surprised if I could get my feet anywhere near my mouth.
With the power of Christ in anime, all things are possible. That's what you should do, dude. You should be like 10K submark and you'll show you sucking on your own toes on Instagram live stream.
That's quite all right.
That's what pisses me off. So like I love modeling, and I think this is the biggest reason that actually slowed me down more than anything. I have nowhere to do it anymore because like anything I post on Instagram, no one's ever gonna see because Instagram's turned to shit. Same thing with Facebook. So I'm pretty much just left with YouTube, which is so much extra work. It's not just doing a model. It's like making a whole fucking video.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's really hard to maintain an online community at this point because of how greedy all the social media companies are. I'm just waiting for one to just like restructure itself and rise above the rest.
We had that one for like a month, but then it turned out the guy who was running it was like super into human trafficking and stuff.
Yeah.
Oops. So, you know.
Just a little bit. Hi, my name is Jeffrey Epstein, and I'd like to show you my new Google Hangout. Get it? Hangout? Because he allegedly hung himself. And anyway.
You are on another level, Jacob.
I thought it was clever. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, when you sleep, you become super flexible, dude. You just get all loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey.
Yeah, you just unravel like an octopus.
Oh, Summer's calling me. I'll be right back.
Aha. Is she actually in the house? Tell her I said hi.
Hey. I'm streaming with Jacob, so. All right. I'll see you when you get here. All right. Bye. Love you.
Dude, you have never said you love me and then bye.
I'm gonna hit you.
You only say it pre-sex, trying to spice me up. Because you know I'm just a fool for words.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, not really. Not a fool for nothing. Just me and my cats, man, living the dream. I thought about getting a dog, but I don't think I'm home enough for one.
I've been trying to talk Summer into a ferret.
So I want to be real with you, okay? They explore, so you got to be careful.
I know.
Like, I'd give it like a bell or something because you'll lose them. Also, you got to clean that cage every week because those fuckers stink.
Yeah, I know they stink.
They have
My
such,
grandparents used to have
such
them.
a strong odor. Yeah, your whole house will smell like ferret within a week. Like, I love them, like playing with them. I just don't want one in my house permanently.
No, that's fair. It's kind of a running joke between Thomas and myself because we know Summer is not going to go for it at all. So
why not?
Like,
she always talks about wanting to get a cat for.
She hates it. She's like, I don't want one, and I'm like, but babe. Like Thomas's big thing is like we're getting twin ferrets.
Ooh, and you could name them together.
I mean, I admit it's really funny.
Oh, you could give them cute little rhyme names like sodomy and lobotomy.
I don't think that falls under either one of those categories.
What do you mean? They rhyme.
Sort of.
Dude, sodomy and lobotomy definitely rhyme. 100%. More than fucking half the words people use to rhyme in songs.
This is true. I will give you that.
You can give them like silly names like chicken and duck.
Chicken and duck.
Yeah, people will be like, oh, let's see chicken and duck. And then they come over and it's just two ferrets.
I don't fully hate that.
Or give them like really generic dog names like
Spot.
Like, yeah, Spot and Fido. No, I'm all for non-generic. I like to keep it
itching and burning.
itching and burning, burning and itching.
Oh no, Daddy!
Oh God, it's begun.
It has begun.
Can Summer hear me?
No.
Damn. because I was gonna say stuff to piss her off.
I want some.
Yeah, hold on. Well, no, because I got my music playing. So I don't know if it's gonna pull the stream down.
Tell someone to keep it down. You're on the phone with your girlfriend.
Shh.
I just want to hear what she's. You're what? I heard whispering. Hi, Summer.
Jacob says hi.
Wow, she doesn't even say hi back. It's cold. And to think I was gonna leave everything I have in my will to her, all my Gundams.
She don't want that.
Dude, how mad would you be?
What do I want?
Not very.
What? What do
You
I
wouldn't
want?
be mad if I left all my Gundams to your wife and
Tell
not
me.
to you?
Tell me.
No, because
Tell me.
she just gave them to me.
Tell me. Tell me. What do I want?
All Jacob's Gundams.
No. So I will set them on fire.
Oh well.
Ooh,
I guess I wouldn't
dude,
do
what would you do if you came home to just a burning Kshatriya?
that. I would laugh at her.
Just pull up the eBay last sale price and show it to her?
Yep.
And been like, you could have had half that. Ooh, smegma and foreskin for your ferrets.
Awful. Awful. Hilarious. But all.
And then when people ask you why that, and be like, oh, it's my wife's favorite candle.
No, that would. We're not gonna get into that.
You're gonna get the goop candle.
I knew this. I'm glad that that's where you went because that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, dude. You know what's funny is she's like the most awful person too.
Is she?
Oh my god, she's so bad. She's like, she says a lot of really, really messed up shit. She's like super controversial.
I don't really follow celebrities, so.
I don't either, but I do like people who publicly say really stupid shit.
That's fair. What happened?
I don't know. She fell. Oh, baby.
Oh, she sprained her toe.
Aubrey did?
Yeah.
Just now?
No.
Oh.
Last week. It's like hella bruised.
She has taken credit for yoga.
What?
She has taken credit for yoga. She says the reason why the yoga's in the US is because of her.
That's it was like a wild claim. Is there any evidence to back this up?
Forgive me if this comes out wrong, but I went to a yoga class in LA. And have you ever done yoga before? And I literally turned to my friend. I was like, you have this job because I've done yoga before.
Right.
She's also stated that her being a mom for her is harder than other moms because of her job of being an actress.
But that seems like a if it's so hard, just quit. She has
Yeah,
the
right.
means.
I mean, she only has a net worth of $250 million.
Oh, yeah.
Also, when somebody criticized her for her lavish lifestyle, she says, "I can't pretend to be somebody who makes $25,000 a year." So mocking the poor.
That's all right. So she's just completely out of touch.
She also said something that really made people mad. I just turned 29, so I don't have many good years left in me. So apparently I'm on borrowed time.
Damn, me too.
Also, she doesn't think sun rays are harmful because it's natural. So skin cancer is an illusion, y'all.
Now, what would I know Gwyneth Paltrow from?
She is Pepper Potts in Iron Man.
No, her.
What?
Wow.
That's her most notable role in modern time. But yeah.
No, that's
And she's also the one who owns Goop and all that crazy shit.
well. I know I knew the name. I just wasn't sure like what she looked like or who she was. So now that I know who she is, that's kind of insane.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like the stickers that give you magical healing. They hold frequencies inside them.
That sounds like some Scientology shit.
Yeah, right.
Spider-Man one. Just wait, Audrey.
So I'll put it on present real quick. I've started it's gonna be really hard to see on this. I've started like glazing in a little bit of purple into the corners.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use that to start like shading over the teal. And then I'm gonna use like a brighter green, and I'm gonna use that to bring a highlight in, and it's gonna make a lot of like really interesting contrast.
Huh.
Sorry.
I like your painted thumbnail. It's cute.
Thanks.
Are your toes the same color?
No,
A different color?
those are natural.
So look at the balls on this guy. His name is Gunpla in Miami. He's just everybody in my just fuck Miami. He is the Gunpla guy. I like that.
That's cool though.
What
I
a
mean,
flex. I mean,
he's good people.
that's big dick energy right there, man. Just
He
taking
is
over
the
the whole
guy.
city. Man, I haven't been to Miami in forever. I used to visit Florida a lot when I was younger. My grandparents lived down there.
When
Lived.
you weren't on borrowed time
Yeah.
before Gwyneth
Now I'm
Paltrow
lucky if I can
could-
make it. Yeah. I can't make it to Florida. I'm lucky if I can make it to the bathroom on time.
Damn.
And going nowhere playing Monster Hunter. Man, I don't know. I played some Monster Hunter and I've tried multiple Monster Hunter games and they're just not for me.
It's because you ain't got nobody to carry you.
I mean, that's cool, man. To each their own. Like, I ain't
Damn, Justin.
judging.
Someone's over here ear hustle. Think I'm talking bad on you.
Bad on me?
Yes,
Justin, don't talk shit about me.
it's my it's like my favorite thing to do.
What? No, you're supposed to hype me up, man. You're my hype man.
I do that too. I do that too. Like, can I truly hype you up if I don't at least beat you down a little bit first?
Tell Summer that I am the best lover that you've ever had.
Not gonna do that.
I can hear you saying it.
Even though
Just
it
say
wouldn't
it.
surprise her at all that's what you
Man.
wanted me to say.
You never want to have fun. You always gotta just tell me no. Just say it. Just say it. I just want to hear what she says back. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
No.
See, this is why you can't get IRL friends,
It's probably true.
other than like the 5 you have.
That's probably true.
I actually I went out to dinner yesterday with some people for the first time, and had a really good time. And I was happy because I made an IRL friend that didn't involve the use of Courtney's incredible social skills. So that was cool.
That's good.
Yeah, it felt like a step forward for me.
Baby steps.
That ain't baby steps, man. I had dinner with new people. That's fuck you. What do you want me to do? Marry them? Like, I know you guys are a married couple, but I want to get in on this.
Hey, it's on your plate.
I don't think you can get a +1 in marriage. If so, I think Thomas would be a much happier man.
Oh yeah.
Slide in on your territory. So, which room's mine?
What?
Nah, he's staying where he's at. He's got a pretty sweet deal, and he's not afraid to tell anybody about it.
Hold on.
Really?
Apparently, like he's like on the lease of his house, like he owns it. So he's made it abundantly clear that he's not going anywhere.
Wait. So does he like rent out part of it or something?
No. I'm not sure the specifics. I think his aunt owned the house or something like that, and like he's the favorite, even though he's got a twin.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Well, admittedly, his twin brother is kind of a scumbag.
Oh, well, that's less fucked up and sad.
But yeah, so I think he is like the sole lease holder of the house or something like that. So like when everybody kicks it, that's his.
That'd be pretty nice. I mean, in a way, like I'd be sad if, you know, my parents kicked it, and I'm sure I'd get their house, but I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd sell that shit so fast. I know my mom would like be super upset to hear that. But that house is way too big for me, dude. My parents have like this big ass farmhouse on 10 acres. Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Farm parties. Get a big lifted truck. I know that's your real dream.
I would get a big truck because my dad has one.
Put that tobacco in your lip.
Yeah, man. Get that sweet truck. Now, you know I'm not a truck guy. I like little cars. Little zip-zap cars. Zipping and zapping through the city. You know what I would do? I would take that money and I'd get an apartment down near you. And the second you and Summer try to buy a house, I'm going to buy it from under your feet. And then you'll have to live with me in my house. It'll be my way or the highway.
Your way or the highway.
And then you'll have to tell Summer that I'm a good lover. Best one you've ever had.
Sounds like you got this all figured out.
Dude, I am a master planner. Dude, I'm so fucking witty. I don't know why everyone hates me. It doesn't make sense.
It happens. The world is full of injustice.
It's messed up.
So I had training all this week. Well,
okay.
I say all this week.
Do you feel trained? Do you feel educated?
No.
Good, good, good. Glad it worked.
They're putting me in a new position this season.
Oh?
So I'm now a group photographer.
The fuck is that?
So like instead of taking individual photos of kids, now I'm doing entire classes at once.
Oh, you didn't do anything like that before?
No.
I don't know how this shit works.
Well, I mean, there's two kinds of photos. There's the class photo, and then there's the one that goes in the yearbook. You're like every kid's individual photo.
Right.
So now,
But
I'm
I mean,
being
how often
trained-
are there group photos? I feel like that's like much more rare.
It's I mean, not every school does it, and it is, but we also are the largest territory in the company, so
So what does that do for you?
guarantees me hours.
Guaranteed hours are fucking nice.
I'm a big fan.
So is it like a promotion or just like a lateral?
It's just a new thing to learn, which I'm okay with. Hella nervous, but I'm sure once I get a couple jobs.
Dude, you don't have to be nervous. You're gonna knock it out of the park.
I don't know about that, but and I'm also a team lead this year, so I'm in charge of an entire team like I was in the senior season, on top of being in charge of group photography.
He's just a busy boy.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that I'm still afforded some time off to, not go crazy.
I don't want you to go crazy either, man. Remember what happened last time?
Summer came in here and stole my drink right off the table.
Oh,
What?
that
I didn't
whore.
notice.
How dare her?
Wow, that's rude.
Call her the C word.
No way. That's like her least favorite word in the universe. That's never going to be a thing.
I dare you.
No. I enjoy living and not having someone cry at me. Because that would definitely make her cry.
I don't know, man. I think you should just do it. Make her cry.
That's okay.
What's the worst that's gonna happen?
Divorce.
She's not gonna divorce you, dude. You're like her BFF. Let's see, Dex streaking grime. Where's my streaking grime for interiors? Rain mark effects. Do I want that? I guess I could do Nuln oil first. Oh wait, there we are. Nuln oil. Pow 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 pow. How many people are watching this shit?
That I don't know.
Tell them to fuck off.
Oh, hey, look, there's 5 people.
5. Hey, all 5 people. I just want you to know that you are all equally and amazingly nerdy. And we're gonna do a giveaway here.
Are we?
Yeah. The winner gets one of Aubrey's first teeth that fell out. I've been keeping it around just for this special occasion.
That's concerning.
What do you mean? And just because you're not a good father doesn't mean I have to be.
A good father?
Yeah. I got to keep them teeth going.
Keep them teeth going.
Dude, you never know when you need a child's teeth.
I can't think of too many scenarios where that would just implicitly come in handy.
I challenge you all to come up with a situation where you could really use a child's tooth. Bow now, bow now. Hey, should I go to the gym after our stream, or should I just sit on my ass all night? Feel sorry about myself.
I mean, that's up to you. Are you?
Dude, you are giving me no input. You are.
Are you feeling like self-loathing is a good thing, or are we feeling a little more optimistic about the day? What have you done today? It's Saturday. Did you go to the gym yesterday?
I did not.
Maybe you should go to the gym.
I went to dinner with friends because I'm social. Ooh, that's good input. He said Gundam. I agree. See, he lives off the scuzzy film. And man, I gotta say, Aubrey has the scuzziest teeth.
That's inaccurate.
But then I did some painting with a friend. I fixed up these seams and I started the silver coating. Bow, bow, now, bow, now, now, now. Hey, do you think like if I start making like Iron Man music with my mouth, they'll still get me for copyright?
I think it depends on how good you do.
Bow, bow, now, down, 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 down. How about that?
That was awful.
Dude, let's see what you got. Oh, you won't because you a pussy.
Got me.
Sorry, I'm way too drunk to be on stream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you know what I live off of? Fucking chicken. I didn't realize how much chicken I eat until I started I was like, damn, every meal I eat is like chicken.
I really like chicken.
You know what I have that I want to do with you? I thought it might be fun. So I have a Asian grocery store in pretty close to here, right? And I like to go there because it has like authentic Japanese food because there's like a little restaurant inside. So it's like we could do that. And afterwards, you can just buy a party platter of the sushi meats already like pre-cut and prepared. And you can get like 40 pieces variety for $20.
That's really
and
good.
We go home, we just make some rice and we make our own sushi for $20. Like a ton of sushi.
Interesting.
Does that sound fun?
It does sound fun. I'm not opposed to this idea at all.
See, I can say stuff that's not weird.
That's
Look who's a big boy. Look who's not crying.
All right, I'm hoping that when I glaze my highlights in, this looks better.
Nobody cares about robots. People came on the stream to hear me talk about weird shit.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, you invited me. I just want to make that utterly clear. This was his idea, and he invited me, and I told him it's going to get weird. And he said, I'm hoping on it. And I also want you guys to know that before the stream started, I asked him what he was wearing, and he refused to show me. I'm just over here glossing up this bad boy with some Nuln oil. Try and make the highlights of the metal stand out more as this seeps into the recesses of the model. That is some modeling info for you. I gotta say, I actually really like that Citadel does that. I thought that was pretty clever. I'm not saying they were the ones who were... All their paints, they're not just like normal colors. They're always like Everland Sunset, like whatever the fuck that is. Like it doesn't mean anything. They're just trying to trying to add to the lore.
Yeah.
But I like that. I think that's cool. Like, you know.
It's neat. I appreciate it.
If you're here for weird robots, then I would strongly recommend you check out the Sound Robot. I think it's called Dimedallar, but if you just Google the Sound Robot, you can find it. That is by far the weirdest robot show I have ever seen. So it's like Gundam, where a protagonist gets thrown in a robot, forced to fight, and he is uncannily good with it. However, his strength is fueled by how horny he is. So there is a girl put into the cockpit that literally just gets posed in front of him to help him power up.
This sounds awkward.
It is extremely funny and very ecchi. Also, the antagonists are penguins, dudes in penguin like onesies but they have front tails instead of back tails, which just look like boners. The show is fucking hilarious, and the robot looks so weird because one of his arms is just like, it looks like a bent antenna, like it's super tiny, and his other arm's giant. It's such a weird show, but I honestly tell people to watch it if they want to watch a comedy that has robots, because it's also really funny. And I also have no idea how I ran into it. You should be looking into it. It's only like 12 episodes. It's really short. And it's not like you really need to pay attention too much. The plot is ridiculous. I mean, it's meant to be ridiculous, you know? But the robot it's so good looking. You've never seen it, Justin?
I've never heard of it.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I put way too much normal oil there. Oh crap. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this up. Oops. Don't panic. Everything's fine. My life is fine. All right. I'm going to quickly Google the sound robot, and I'm going to send you a picture of it, and you can let me know what you think. Okay, this one's fine. Wait, no, that one makes it look too cool. It's definitely not that cool looking. So it does power up and actually get cool looking. Like it has like I think it's like its backpack is like its other arm, and that's how it like turns not looking absolutely fucking stupid. I know it's called Dimedallar. There it is. Dimedallar the sound robot. Images. Seriously? It's just all the characters. I don't care about the characters. I want to. Okay, here we go. That's a decent picture. Download image, and then we'll go ahead and click on it. Share. Messenger. And Jubu. There you go. Enjoy the sound robot. You're not looking at it, Justin. I sent it to you, and you're not looking at it.
Looking at it, it's right there. It's really weird looking. My messenger's been acting.
Isn't its arm so stupid? It's just got that little stick arm.
It literally looks like it's got like a cane for a hand. And not like a cool cane. Like a... Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Bow, bow, down, now. Okay, getting back to the model. Robots, get back to robots. Sorry. Oh no, I need to fix this. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay.
So how funny is it that I was like, I'm going to start streaming HOTS, and then like the entire game just like stops development and starts having problems. And
now Blizzard is a total shit show.
dude, did you see their stock announcement?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Apparently, them and Bethesda have not had a very good couple.
Are you surprised?
Well, no, I tell you what. So this is my problem with Bethesda. They make money. Like that's not a secret. Everybody knows. Like Fallout, Skyrim, shit. Like they sell. Even their side games like Wolfenstein and Doom do really well.
Yeah.
Like they're not like they're not struggling to keep the doors open. You know what I mean?
They just do dumb shit.
Well, it's ZeniMax, the head company that owns them. It keeps making them do stupid shit. It keeps making them make all these really bad choices and like microtransactions and putting out their games when they're clearly not ready. Like you could tell what's like their ideas and what's ZeniMax ideas. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess.
Bethesda's like, we want these open world games that have engaging stories that keep people coming back for more. And then ZeniMax like, and $50 microtransactions.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
breaks my heart, man.
I think to a degree you're giving them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt.
That I think their parent company is the one choking the life out of them, dude.
Oh, I think I
worked at Martin's. Every problem I had at Martin's was because headquarters was gouging our labor, forcing us to not be able to give people raises they deserved. Like,
no, that's just the way companies work.
Companies gouge the shit out of the people that actually make money for the companies.
Yeah, I mean that's always gonna be a thing. But I do think that look at who is it? Respawn.
Yeah.
They work for arguably one of the shittiest game companies on the face of the planet. And
okay, so I feel like they're an exception because of a
convention. Like they made Apex Legends, and
which was a fluke.
I don't think it's a fluke. I think that they provided that was popular.
Apex Legends
it appealed to the market that it was originally meant to.
Apex Legends. That's so they've stated so. Apex Legends was supposed to be like some small little free project that they thought would keep people interested until they can make another Titanfall, and it just blew up because they said like they were able to do what they wanted. Like the upper heads were like, I'm not so sure about this, I'm not so sure about this, and they were like, trust me. And I don't play that because so just to be clear, I like first-person shooters. I do not like competitive first-person shooters because I like to play with a controller, and competitive is almost mandatory mouse and keyboard.
That's up for debate, but I mostly agree with what you're saying. But I wasn't just talking about Apex. I was also talking about the new Star Wars game. Like EA has pretty much gone on record year after year saying, hey, single player games not really a thing anymore. And then Respawn was like, hey, we're gonna make a single player game. I'm pretty sure EA had something to say about that, and they knocked it out of the park. Everybody loves that new Star Wars game. It's just like, I think if Bethesda would tell ZeniMax to fuck off just for a little bit and let them do something that they wanted to do. But and that's again assuming that's entirely the case. I just some of it I feel like is a lot of over-promising, under-delivery on the Bethesda front. Like, there's no reason that Fallout 76 should have come out the way that it did.
Yeah, and I have some.
And it's still rampantly.
No, Fallout 76. They rushed. It was not good. I feel like it got better, but it wasn't my kind of game. Man, these tips are so bad. Do I have like a better cleanser? Oh, here we go. Here's some enamel thinner. That's better than water. They were just. It's just not my type of game. Now that it's good, like I think now
it's back to being bad again.
What I hear people complaining about is petty shit. They're
Well,
mostly
I've
complaining
seen it,
about
like,
like,
a
oh,
lot of
you have
patches
to pay to
roll
get a.
things back.
I mean, last time I played, I had no issues with crashing or graphics or any of that stuff. My problem is I play the games for the story and for collectibles, like all the unique items, weapons, armor. All try to master all the side characters, like your companions. And you can't do any of that. None of that's in the game. There are no unique weapons, really. I mean, very few. There are no companions. There's almost no quests. It's fun if you like Rust, but I don't like Rust. So, man, this brush I think is just about dead. It is.
No, I think it's one of those ideas that was like better on paper than it was in actual.
I need to stop using this brush. It's not doing well. It's KO. BRB. I'm gonna grab a better brush.
See if I can show these transitions off. You can kind of see them. The colors don't look quite right on the thing. This looks like super purple. It's actually like a teal that kind of goes into a purple. I think one more layer of glaze. I'm going to highlight, and I will be done with the greens.
I am looking for a better brush. Ooh, you'll do nicely. Come here. Yoink. Ah, and its bristles are still bristles. There we go. I mean, I enjoyed Fallout 76. I feel like it should have been free to play from the start and then rely on microtransactions. And I think that hurt them that they didn't.
Yeah, if they put that out as like even as like a small paid DLC for Fallout 4.
I mean, the map was huge. The problem is there's just nothing in it.
Yeah.
I will say this, Ed, I would be honored to work for Bethesda, and I have full faith that they will redeem themselves with their upcoming games. Wolfenstein, okay, Fallout 76 sucked, right? What else did they make that really underperformed? I think 4 was amazing. I mean, 4
got amazing, but
4 was my favorite video game of all time. It's my number one. I think they knocked it out of the park. Wolfenstein 2 was really good. Youngblood I heard wasn't very good, but I'll mark them for that. Prey was okay, not really my type of game though, but people seem to really like the Evil Within series. I'm not a horror fan.
I'm not either.
But their next upcoming games, I mean, this new Doom game looks like it's everything Doom 2016 was, but better and bigger and longer. And I'm super pumped for that because I love Doom.
I like Doom, but I'm probably not going to buy it. First of all,
I will.
It's Animal Crossing, so that's.
Oh my god!
Where my
who gives a shit about Animal Crossing?
Your boy. But you know, I don't really have any. I played a lot of Doom when I was younger, so I feel like that ship is kind of sailed for me. It's cool, it's nostalgic, but it's not really something I'm interested in spending $60 on. It definitely serves its purpose.
Yeah, you can. So Joey said that he loves airbrushing, or he started airbrushing his Gundams. You can get a lot of extra stuff done with hand painting Gundams. I hand paint at least something on all of my Gundam projects.
I think he started with hand painting. Like I believe when Joe started, he was
a hand painter.
I think so.
There's always like little details and stuff in Gundam that can be applied.
One of my goals this year is to fully do like I'm doing with this to a Gundam. I just don't know which Gundam I want to do it with.
Have you tried Gundam?
I don't know why I haven't thought of that.
Hey, I don't want to be rude, but I can hear Aubrey in the background. Can you tell her to shut the hell up? Man, remember when she got excited about me? Oh, melt my heart, dude.
It's a good feeling.
I'll tell you what, if you ever, have another kid coming along the way, you give Summer the old surprise bomb, you just give it to me, all right? And then I'll raise that one right, and you'll have like one good one and one mediocre one.
Just come out of parenting like that.
Gundam. You know what drives me nuts about Gundam? I just feel like they put such little effort in their MG line lately. There's so many like potentially cool MGs they could have made, and they're just like, nah, we're good.
How are you? Have a good one. No, there's
Whoa! Did someone just say she loves me?
Yes.
Tell her I'm single.
She's out the door. I'll let her know.
Come on, man. You can find another. You can find another Summer. No, I'm kidding.
There's a never-ending list of model kits that could be made. There's 2.0s that need to be made. There's model kits that haven't even gotten
just like the shows. You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, here's Gundam Build Fighters and 2 models for it. Like,
yeah, I mean,
and then they're like, here's Divers and no models for it, and here's Age and 1 model for it, and I just feel like they really didn't.
The last build MG that we got was really weird, and I understand why we got it because it's 0 effort. But I don't know. It was really strange that they were like, you know what? Let's make a master grade of this. We're not going to make a master grade of any of the other kits from this series.
And it's weird because, like, when I was in Japan, which is I assume like their primary sailing place, right?
Yeah.
Like everywhere had big displays of master grades, and everything else was just kind of like on the shelves. But like all their displays were always master grades and perfect grades and stuff.
Well, that's because those are the big ticket items, and that's what looks good, and it takes up a lot of space, and they want that stuff gone. But I feel like a lot of people just collect high grades because you can get a high grade damn near everything. So it's more that appeals more to the collector.
Take a breath here. All right, that's a lot of non-oil wash, but hey, I got metal. Looking good, robot. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Justin's getting excited over there. I hear you, you giddy little boy.
Jumping on her trampoline.
I don't think I have a ball bearing in this one. I'm gonna put a ball bearing in this one. Oh, shit! I've never even opened this one. Jesus. Okay. Let me go grab the ball bearing. Hey, Tofu. Dude, next time I come by, I'm gonna get Aubrey a present that you guys are gonna hate, like an air horn.
Like an air horn. Please don't do
give a 4-year-old an air horn.
Where's that?
I remember how absolutely insane she went with the that one thing. What was it? It was like that Elsa toy that like plays really loud noises.
Oh, this
Yeah.
She was just like mashing on it over and over.
looks like
They're
the
the same toys.
Oh, oh, look. It's just off. Looks like it's chopped off.
What are you doing over there, dude?
I am
Sounds like you're doing karate or something.
Get your karate in the garage. All right. Super subtle transitions. Those out of the way. I'm going to throw a little bit of red in this so I can pull it down a little bit further.
Man, you are going to town on that top.
Just trying to get these colors all straight. I don't know how much of this you can see. You can sort of see the orange transition a little bit. Through the webcam, it reads purple.
I hate that like cameras and stuff can really mess stuff up. Like my mini's a lot lighter than my pictures show.
It's actually like this teal color, and then it's got like this bright green on it. When I take actual pictures, it'll be better. Right this moment, it is not reading the colors that I am painting.
I think this color is too similar to Lead Belcher, so you can't see the difference. Let's do a test. Yeah, it's too similar. All right, we need to go brighter. Oh yeah, dude, I got that 50-pack paint box. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think Space Marines are a really good army to start with, just because most of them you're going to be painting like a couple colors, so it's not a super daunting task. If you grab Space Marines, you're going to typically paint them one color. The shoulder pads or the trim might be a different color, and then some details, and there you go. And then Citadel has their own, Games Workshop has their own paint system, which is really nice for kind of figuring out which colors you should be using. It obviously is geared to work the best with their paints, but if you can find equivalents, you can reasonably use that system using any paint range that you like to use. Just keep an eye on what colors you're using, and work your way up in brightness and saturation and things like that. All right.
Okay, so Lead Belcher didn't really do it for me. Do I have anything brighter? Oh, wait, I think I have that one metal, don't I? Let's get a. Shit.
Did you get your My Chemical Romance tickets? I know you're a big fan.
Dude, there is no way I'm paying $600 fucking to see a band that hasn't even put anything out in the last decade. They are out of their fucking minds. Well, they're not out of their minds. The ticket scalpers are out of their minds.
Not even ticket scalpers.
Or,
Apparently, Ticketmaster has
Yeah.
said that they think that they're not charging enough for tickets in interviews. And I think ticket prices tend to be a little bit outrageous,
yeah,
especially
I don't know.
for like greater, like more
It
known
just
artists.
seems like super shitty. That's all. I don't know. Has My Chemical Romance actually come out with a statement about it?
I don't think I have no idea. I don't listen to My Chemical Romance. I just wanted to
You don't?
take a thinly veiled jab at you.
Because I have like 2 My Chemical Romance songs on my playlist. I'm sorry that Helena's a banger.
Is it? I wouldn't know.
Yeah, dude. What do you mean you wouldn't know? I like how this has just become the Justin show. My stuff's not even good enough to be viewed anymore.
Oh shit! I forgot I was presenting. My bad.
I'm just messing with you. That's what robots sound like when they walk.
Why did I hear that sound? Where's that from?
I don't know, just like a generic robot walking noise. Yeah, I saw Tool. I saw Tool live, and I think it was like 110 or 120 in DC. But yeah, the My Chemical Romance ones, I've heard they've gone for over $1,000 in some cities.
That's crazy. Oh my god! I just realized this little.
And I'm not talking like the highest seats either. You know, like just.
Yeah, one of my friends on Facebook put that she was going, and one of her friends paid like $300 for like nosebleeds.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I know a lot of people who are My Chemical Romance fans, and they're like, I can't even afford to go.
That's the problem with liking weird, overrated bands is they get to charge you.
Man, just because a band's popular doesn't mean they're overrated. I've heard your music, and I gotta say, not impressed.
I have a pretty wide variety of music I listen to. I think.
You know what breaks my heart is a lot of the bands you listen to are actually like fucking talented musicians. Their music just sucks.
How's that work?
I fucking if I know, but they do. Like, I'm like, wow, these guys could be fucking amazing if, you know, like you can be good at a guitar or a good vocalist and sing shit. Like, I'm trying to remember, what was that one band's name? Was it? I think it was Infant Annihilator.
See, Infinite Annihilator's a joke band.
And they're like so heavy, but their lead singer can actually sing really well, and all their people can play their instruments really well, but their shit's just like so overly pointlessly aggressive.
But that's the point. It's a joke. The whole thing is a joke. Because they're in other bands, and like some of it's super heavy, but you know, the whole point is just to be as shocking and ridiculous and over the top as possible. I think one of the guys from Infinite Annihilator was in Rings of Saturn or something like that.
I don't know, man. I can't get into it. It's just not for me.
I mean, that's fair. I enjoy extreme music. That's really all there is to it.
You do. You enjoy extremely shitty music.
Thank you.
Hey, man, we're agreeing on something. Look at us getting along. Best friends. You know, I keep using my Citadels. I should have brought over my my new paints. That fucking 50 pack. It's in the other room.
Why aren't you using that?
Because I was trying to test out. I was trying to do the metal first. So I did black. Let's see if my camera could even pick this up. So I did gunmetal, and then I was hitting it with some silver on the edges to get some scraping. Come on. Focus. I'm cursed. Oh, that's okay.
Head over the top of it and then put it behind it.
So, yeah. So I was just doing some scraping and stuff. I actually should start going through and just doing up a little bit of detail stuff so I have an idea on what I'm working with. So you never did answer me. What are you wearing?
Close.
You basic bitch. How dare you?
How dare I? The audacity.
To wear clothes.
Paint this trim.
Damn. Oh, wait, I got a thing. I got a thing. Can't get this fucking bottle open, but I actually have a little rubber bottle assist. I just got to find it. Here it is. Ah, there we go. I am the strongest. Would you ever consider getting your belly button pierced with me?
I want to get my nose pierced
You already have your nose pierced.
on the side.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see that. Not me, man. I'm a coward.
Are you?
Yeah. What's Aubrey watching? Is it any good?
I mean, if you like Team Mizumi. So I mixed up my own like dark metallic paint,
Yeah.
and I really, really like it. It's got
Yeah,
like,
that's good. I can feel that, man. I always feel like I'm super specific about like how I want my dark metallics to be.
it's a lot like Alclad Steel, but it's not as like, I don't know.
I know you got a fetish for that Alcalad steel.
That's my favorite. This is definitely my hand painting equivalent.
Hmm. Just doing some grime up around the joints, just to add a little more interest.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I like that look. I'll take it.
I don't think I've ever used Vallejo's Magnesium.
This is engine fuel and oil engine grime by AK. It's just like a really thick yet it's like a goopy but with runny, almost like a textured paint, and it's like a really dark brown.
Huh.
It's pretty cool though. It just adds like it just makes things look like, you know, it's been weathered oil, like overly used oil.
Yeah. This is literally just Nuln oil with a bunch of Vallejo game ink, black ink in it, and it like darkens it down a ton, but it's still metallic. And then the ink itself also thins down the paint. It's kind of a win-win.
Okay, it's way too watery, which means this is not shaken up enough. I don't think there's there's no BB in it. Fuck.
We should try and do one of these with all the boys one day. It's been a while since we've had one of those.
Oh, with everybody?
Yeah.
Squad up?
Maybe when Tom moves and gets all settled in.
Yeah, he's definitely gotta move before he can do another one. I think his whole hobby room's in boxes right now.
Yeah.
And I don't think Ace even models anymore. Kong, I don't think he even models at this point. At least I haven't seen him do anything. I could have missed it.
I think Kong does a little bit of Warhammer here and there. And I've seen him post like Gundam stuff, but not very much. he stays on that salamander army.
You got some against Salamander Army?
Hmm?
You got something against the Salamander Army?
No, that seems to be his flavor.
Just trying to do a couple little pistons here, or valves and pipes here and there to break up all this dark. Just gonna make sure I do it on both sides. Or the sides could be totally fucking different. Cool, that works too.
Gotta love it when that happens.
I understand they add the piping for like to make it more complex and interesting to look at, but it's also really funny to think about like all this heavy armor and shit, and then like some super critical pipe just being on the outsiding, no plating or protection whatsoever.
Sometimes it just be like that.
Yeah. Okay. Just looking, is there anything else I can do to add?
You got the new Call of Duty yet?
What? Do you realize who you're talking to?
Yeah.
I do not play Call of Duty.
I don't either, but I bought it.
What? You spend money on something you don't play and don't plan to play?
No, I mean all my friends play it, so it's something I can do with the boys.
Mm.
It's
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing.
A lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I don't have anything against it. Like I said, I'm just not a big fan of competitive first-person shooters.
No, I mean, trust me, I feel you there.
I think the longest one I ever played was Overwatch, and I really didn't even play that very long.
I really like Overwatch. I just can't fool with trying to learn like more than like 2 characters.
Oh, well, then you're gonna hate the new update. Did you hear about it? The new update is gonna have random pools of characters you cannot play as to try and keep people from like, because like the problem is like the meta changes. Like there was an Overwatch tournament where everybody played the same fucking comp. They called it the GOAT comp, where it was like 3 tanks and 3 healers and no assassins. So now they have
well, I like the queue they've got where like you choose what you want to queue as, and then like based on the population that's playing, like you get a bonus if you play something that's not being played right now, and like that's nice. I really like that. It encourages people to play as like a full team, and
so now it's like that, except every week or month or whatever they're gonna do, 1 tank, 1 healer, and 1 assassin are gonna be unplayable.
See, I don't understand the point of that. Like, why have those characters?
It's I guess it's to force you to learn other characters or to keep people from.
It's just a cool way to like stop certain people from like playing. Like, if there's like a really cheap meta, it's a really good way of stopping that. But it's also like just balance your game right. Like if like there's always going to be that meta. There's always going to be that thing.
Yeah.
As long as it's not being abused, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, like the GOAT team was abused. It was like every single team was playing like Diva, Reinhardt. I think it was like Lucio. It was like the same, you know what I mean? It's like the exact same heroes, like every team. And
I don't see a problem as long as you're not abusing the system.
I think what hurt them is
their
their tanks are too strong. Their tanks do so much damage.
I feel like when I play as Reinhardt, I have a really hard time. Like I throw that shield up and it's gone in like 10 seconds. But if
Right.
I'm fighting a Reinhardt, that shield is up for like minutes.
Right. And you can watch online, man. Like Roadhogs can one-shot assassins. And it's like he's supposed to be a tank. Why can tanks like one-shot? It should be like a team effort thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like it should take the whole team to drop somebody. I think it's just too much damage.
Some characters definitely need like health buffs. Some
Or
characters,
just damage nerfs, like.
but another part of it is like I've gone like and played games that I've done incredibly well, and then like you have to adapt very quickly to what's going on and know when to be where.
Right.
That's a big part of the game. Is like,
yeah, it's a lot of map awareness.
Yeah, you have to know what's going on.
And like I'm fine with strategy games. Like I love Heroes of the Storm, but it's not first person, so I just get really disoriented when I play first persons competitively. Where everything's like
I really enjoy the new Call of Duty. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's the best thing that they've done in a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. And a lot of it is the sound design. Like the sound, whoever was in charge of the sound on that game did an amazing job. But the maps are really good. There's like 2 maps that I don't like.
I won't be fooled by good sounds and feels. I remember how fucking good the demo of Anthem was. It felt so solid. Your javelin felt so sturdy. And then the game came out and it was just shit.
I knew that was going to happen. I called that from the beginning.
I loved it though. The demo, I mean, I was sucked in. But that was the whole game.
Yeah.
Like the abilities you got, those are like the only abilities you get. Like there's such a little progress in that game.
I'm sad that game tanked. It was one of those games that looked like something that it looked like it was made for me.
I honestly, if you watch like what happened after it got released, it looks like they just pulled all development out of it. Like they knew that it wasn't gonna hold its own and they didn't want to put the money in to fix it. So they just sort of like even now there's very little done to it since its launch a year ago.
They said that they're gonna do like a I guess like a soft relaunch. But nobody has said anything about it since that statement was made that they're gonna like do like a year or 2 or whatever.
So, well, before they had a roadmap. They had a roadmap of all this DLC. Like they were like, we're gonna do all this DLC, all these fun things are gonna happen. Just you wait, and then none of it.
They didn't listen to their user base. They launched a half-complete game and expected everybody to just eat it up and take it. And that's like people are finally starting to get fed up with that, and I'm glad because I'm like I am pro-consumer before I am anything, and like I just the way that game was pitched, I could smell it a mile away that that's what that game was going to turn into, and I'm glad that people caught on and that they're standing their ground on it. My hours are the same hours as everybody else, and tomorrow's not guaranteed. I'm not going to spend my time playing a game that I'm not going to like. I don't work all day so I can come home and play something that's not fulfilling to me.
Does your baby work 9 to 5?
Sometimes.
My baby works from. Sorry. Yeah, they kind of royally fucked up. I mean, the creative director left, and I think that's what happened. Like he knew.
Well, the biggest problem was, they pulled half of the team off of Mass Effect to get that out the door, and then they rushed it after that because they wanted to get something out the door. They should have just waited another year before even announcing it, and then like put it out when it was ready. They were so eager to turn a profit on it, and now what is it?
Like, I don't know. I've seen it on store in stores for like $5. Like,
yeah. And I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't play it for that.
do all those copper? What are you doing for all those cables?
I don't know yet. You mean like the ones that are like hanging out of the knees and stuff?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do them black and then like highlight them with a gray.
Because like I'm thinking like all the cabling I could just do like copper, because it does kind of look like copper cabling.
A little bit.
I guess I don't have that much copper on here. It won't hurt.
I mean, you don't have to paint every single one. That's
Don't tell me what to do.
you do what you want. Hmm.
Oh, somebody's showing you love and support, Justin.
Huh?
Read the chat.
What's going on, JD? Thank you.
He loves you.
Glad somebody does.
You know, I would, but you're too shy to actually admit it to the world.
Admit what?
That I'm the best lover you've ever had, and that we're in love.
Is that a thing? How's work been going?
It's been kind of hectic. There's a lot of stuff I got to get done, and I got a raise a little while ago, but it was under the guys that they don't replace one of the dudes that left, so I'm kind of like permanently a man down.
Ugh.
Which, I mean, I'm not complaining. I needed the money, so.
Yeah.
And I could have declined it and got the extra person, so I put this burden on myself.
It happens.
Hey, I wanted that cash. I wanted that moolah, you know?
I'm the same way. I'm just hoping I get a good team this year.
Yeah, outlook's not so good on that big guy. All right, there we go. Got some copper on the ankles. Just, man, there's a good bit of copper wiring. The good news is though that every time I do one of these little things, I don't have to go back. You know, it's kind of like not like they're detail up pieces, but then I can just move on.
Yeah. I'm just trying to pick out some of these wires and like not dwell on it too much. Just grab a couple of them, a couple different colors down, and move on. What do you do?
I know that sound.
Here you go. I fixed it. I think I'm gonna get off here soon. I'll make some dinner.
Time to be a dad.
Yeah.
I get that. That's fine. I can take a break, let my eyes rest. Actually, I'm gonna get myself some dinner.
There you
Poppy's
go.
hungry.
Take some pictures, post them on your Instagram. Let everybody know what we did today.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Set that down and clean off my brush. Nice. Take off my glasses there.
All right. Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, see, I did the back of the legs here. Did some copper wiring. These things are pretty complex. I don't know how much they cost, but there's a lot to them.
They weren't. I don't think they were that expensive. I think it was like 20 something, 25 for like both of them.
Oh, really? 25 for both? That's not bad at all.
It wasn't more than $30. I don't think.
Well, I'm gonna look online. It's gonna be like $150.
Well, GW just put their prices up, so whatever it costs now is not reflective of what I paid.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, this is a good stopping point.
Yeah, man. I had a good time.
Me too. Me too. I got a lot
Thank
of
you
work.
guys for watching and commenting.
Thank you everybody for hanging out.
Like and subscribe and send selfies.
Hopefully we can all do this again sometime. If you all did anything during the stream, send it to me. I would love to see it.
All right. You're on your own, big guy.
Yep. See you guys. How do I end this?